Welcome to this week's episode of 60 Seconds with the Superintendent. Well, as I shared with our staff and parents on Monday, on September 21st, students will return to Strongsville City Schools for a phase-in week. Let's meet up with some of our principals around the district at the different levels to learn more about these preparations and what's in store for the week.
The first difference is going to be trying to get used to wearing masks during the day. But we're going to try to give some built-in mask breaks for the kids. They'll be wearing masks at recess, but again, trying to build in that time for them to have those mask breaks. Some of our buildings are going to be one-directional, where they have to follow a certain pattern. Some are going to be walking both ways, so that's going to be a little bit of a change. Also, some buildings are going to have, we're all going to have lunch in our classrooms, but some will be walking down to get their lunches as usual, but some will also be getting their lunches delivered. So those are going to be some things that are a little bit different.
What's the Jumpstart activity?
The teachers have been working super hard together. They're working on how they can best put in these new practices into place, and they have been so excited to share new things. I think it's really important that families reach out to their teachers, keep that line of communication open, reach out to your administrators to see if there's anything that we can do together to, solve some of the problems or issues that are coming about. It's just going to be really important that we are flexible and keep that line of communication open so we can, best serve all of our kids.
Sixth graders are going to be entering the building on Monday. And we have organized the day where students are going to be reviewing protocols and procedures so that they understand the safety elements of how to proceed in the hallways, how to go to the bathroom, how to, properly wash our hands and wear our masks, as well as, how we can follow through in the classroom. And then the other half of the day will be team building, getting to know their teachers, going through the routines of how to be a sixth grader at SMS and what those general expectations are. The primary focus of our staff is to make sure the students feel safe and secure at the building. Every student's going to review the policies and the procedures every single day, first thing in the morning with all of their teachers. And then they're going to go through their learning as they normally would. So on the days that the students are out, they'll access their asynchronous learning. When they're in, teachers are going to pick up where they left off with curriculum. But in the meantime, just make sure to touch base with students, making sure they feel safe and the protocols are followed, and just get everyone feeling really comfortable being back in. And I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to meet them and get a vibe of what Strongsville really is with the middle school, and to meet them and learn more about them, and to just give a little bit more energy as to why we're here and why we're doing what we're doing.
Monday, we're looking at freshman orientation. We're going to bring our freshmen in. They're going to learn the ins and outs of the building. They're going to figure out some of our new COVID protocols and how we're going to be operating to keep kids safe. We will then follow a green-white schedule where kids have been put in by alphabet, and then also specifically aligned with our elementary and middle school kids so that siblings are attending on the same day. When Dr. Ryba announces on the 21st if we're going 5 days or staying blended, I will continue to communicate what does that look like for Polaris, what does that look like for our kids coming in at different times of the day. High school is different than any other area. We have kids coming and going at different times, so we have to make sure that there's communication on where you should be and when you should be there in order for it to operate smoothly. So there's so much going on that I don't want to pretend like I have all the answers. So what we'll do is we've had a BLT, building leadership team already, where they've seen what the protocols are and they've had some input into changing some things, right? Because certainly there's always a better way to do it. Those leadership teams will continue to meet with me and hone and refine the process to make it better as we go. It feels like we haven't been in school in a long time, because we haven't. I know when we had textbook pickup day, we had kids in the building, and it changed the energy of the building. Teachers were excited, staff was excited. It's just different having them here. It changes the learning vibe quite a bit, and I think it just instills overall positivity in the whole building.
So as you've heard from our principals, we are extremely excited to get our students back, bring that energy back to the school district, and start in-person learning. But please know and trust that we do not do this without ensuring that we can mitigate as many risks as possible for the health and safety of our students, staff, and greater community. Please make sure you're keeping up to date on our Responsible Restart Guide, and reach out to your teachers, building principals, or me with any questions you may have. We must continue to work together as we go through this transition. As always, thanks for watching, and go make it a great Mustang week.